all day, all night, yeah.
Here's another one, and another one, and another one. Yeah, we gonna have some fun with this joint right here. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Ha!
Girl, you know I want it all tonight. Came here to see you shake it right. Hey, hey. Girl, you're looking real good tonight. Trying to get me in the mood tonight. Yeah, from the back though. Yeah. Need a smack though. Yeah. Shorty doing what she doing, getting racks though. Oh. Make that ass go. Yeah. Down to the floor. Yeah. Bring it back like a motherfucking maestro. It's going down tonight. Let the niggas know I got a 12 rounds tonight. Hey. Yeah, shaking all around tonight. Got me throwing all my money cross town tonight. Yeah, up and down, know I need it. Room's getting kinda hot, can you feel it? She the best though, taking all my dough. Got me singing nursery rhymes and it's something like thump, thump, thumpity, thump, thump. Watch that booty go. Wow. Thumpity, thump, thump, thumpity, thump, thump. Get that girl some dough. Rain, rain, rain. Thumpity, thump, thump, thumpity, thump, thump. Watch that booty go. Thumpity, thump, thump, thumpity, thump, thump. Get that girl some dough. Rain, rain, rain. Bounce that ass up and down, sideways. Come and kick it my way. Ride me like the highway. Yo, on the pole, she a 5-star recruit. Make a nigga go salute, cause she doing what she do. Ha! Rain, rain, rain. Dollars in the air. 100s, 50s, 20s, or ones, nigga, I don't care. She dropped it like it's hot, like the 99s and 2K. Shorty that my boot thing. You fuck niggas give loose change for real. Rain, rain, rain. Brody, what y'all tripping for? Check the neck and wrist and bitches wondering what she dripping for. Shorty, she a team player, be the MVP player. Game, recognized game. Why you hating on me, player? Rain, rain, rain. Knowing that she sexy. Wobbling this motherfucker, twerking, she a bestie. Love the masses hefty. Shake it right to lefty. Pockets full of money in this bitch, let's get it messy. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump. Watch that booty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump. Get that girl some dough. Rain, rain, thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump. Watch that booty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump. Get that girl some dough. Rain, rain,
Rain, rain, rain.
yeah. Make it say rain, rain, rain.
Oh my God, not the thumpity thump thump thumpa thump 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 thump.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. We made it, y'all. We made it to another Friday. It is Sports Plus Life talking ish. And boy, are we going to have some things to talk about today. But before we get there, I hope everybody's had a wonderful and blessed week. Oh man, you know what I just realized? Hampton, you probably gonna laugh at this. I forgot to reach out to the boys. The boys didn't reach out to me. So, but you know what? This ain't that show for them. Oh no, this is not that show for them. Not what we finna talk about today. This is not for them. Nah. But it is that time. It is that time. Take your ass to school. Yeah. Take your ass to school. Yeah. Take your ass to school. Yeah. Take your ass to school. Yeah, yeah. Take your ass to school, bop. Hey, gorgeous. Go to school, bop. Take your ass to school, school, bop. Yeah, 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 school, bop. Take your ass to school. Yeah, take your little ass to school. Yeah, elementary, middle, and even high school. Take your ass to school. I I gotta take my ass to work. So you gotta take your ass to school. Okay. I just made that up straight off the top of my head. Straight off the top of my head. Okay. All right. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Oh, man. So what are we going to talk about today? Of course, NFL preseason is back. There's some games going on right now. Hey, now, come on now. Can't nobody say like Eddie Kane Jr. I still got the pipes. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. People don't know about that. A lot of people don't know about that. Come on, Denise. A lot of people don't know about that. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Nights like this, I wish. They can't get that nigga money to shut the hell up. Oh, man. I still got the pipes. He looked at whatchamacallit, whatever his name was, Flash. How's it feel to be me? Boy, I tell you, you talk about a classic ass movie, but you make me want to watch it now. Man, oh man, but what have I been doing? I just got in the house actually a few minutes ago. That's why originally it was supposed to be at 8. I had to push it back to 8:15 because I had a lot of stuff to do. I had to create the stream, had to send it out. I had to get my 80 proof ready because I just got back from Jackie's on Laburnum. And I must say, they get a ringing endorsement from me. I had never eaten at Jackie's on Laburnum before. And I went there during happy hour. Went there with Pop. And first of all, 5 wings for $5 during happy hour. Not bad. And then on top of that, the quality of the wings. What up, Low Mom? What up, my boy? The quality of the wings. And I had garlic parm wings. I ordered 2 of the 5 wings. So 10 wings for $10. I ain't even finished. I couldn't even get to the other 5. Because that's the French fries. Happy hour. Very good. Very good. Jackie's on Laburnum. Go there. Their food is good. It's a whole vibe up in there. Okay. And while I don't agree with tipping anybody that already puts gratuity into the check for a black-owned business, I will make the exception, especially for one like Jackie's. That's good place. But honestly, when you at a restaurant and you take the gratuity out, don't look for no tip from my black ass because you already made the choice for me to make a tip. And then you want me to tip more? But for a black-owned business, especially a good one like that, I make the exception. Absolutely. So yes, that's where I'm just coming from. And we going outside tonight, boy. Well, we going outside tonight, boy. Yeah, when we look, I ain't gonna be on till 11:30 tonight. It's hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. For what we're gonna talk about for the main topic today, it's gonna be hard not to. But I know I told the peoples going outside that I ain't taking the show past 10:30. So that's what I gotta do. That's what I have to do. And that's what I'm gonna do because I wanna enjoy this. I want to enjoy this vacation week. Don't get a lot of those. I mean, not even vacation week, because Lord knows training and cars and all the car shit that I had to do, the train, the bus, and getting a new bus and shit, simulating the run and shit. Anyway, I can't wait till winter break. Let me put it that way. I can't wait till winter break. That 2 weeks off. I can't say what I'm doing because I never know who's watching. And I mean that by my kids. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Hey, yo, the inspiration behind this shirt, and I have a white one too. The inspiration behind this shirt was the Michael Jackson movie. If you pay attention to when he's doing the Beat It scene, the practice scene, he has a shirt on kind of has the piano kind of curve. It's like, ooh, I gotta swagger jack that bitch. I don't care if that shirt was 1982. I said that looked kind of fly. So I made a design, put all day, all night in it. Lomar, if you need one, I got you now. If you need one, I got you. I also was doing that too. I made 3 different shirts I made 3 different shirt designs for 3 different businesses. As word of mouth continues to spread. Thank you, Lord. And I'm being so serious. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Word of mouth continues to spread. Hampton, I got your shirt is here. So as soon as we done, come on, pull up. Your shirt is here. But now I got to bring you on, my boy. There he is. There you go. Unmute that microphone.
Yo, yo, yo.
No bonnet on today.
Nah, so bro, I gotta get ready to pop outside.
Oh yes. This is a Sports Plus Life announcement. We are going to add 2 people to the post game show. We're going to add 2 people to the post game show. One of my classmates that I grew up with. I've done a couple of tracks with him over the years. He's the rapper on my song called Naughty Girl. Isaiah Mean Mug Arnold. He's going to be joining the podcast. He's hilarious. He's going to be an upgrade, definitely an upgrade when it comes to the comedy part. But I'm adding him to the post game show, as well as I am adding you, Hampton Bennett. You are being added to the Sports Plus Life post game show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now Hampton didn't know this. This is news to him.
Hey, bro, I'm about to cry, man.
So I'm gonna need you to send me another close-up picture of you, a more close-up picture of you.
I got you.
So I can. I'm gonna just have to add you, and I'm gonna add Mean Mug to the post.
What's up, Lamar? What's up?
Yeah. So
hey,
yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna add. Because you're a dependable co-host on Friday. And you're always available, even on the Mondays when the Mondays is really just supposed to be, me solo, because it's not supposed to be a long podcast. But even when I need you available, you're always there, bro. So yes, you're added, and I know you're gonna pay attention and do your homework when it comes to these football games.
Of course.
Yes,
of course.
We'll say welcome Hampton, welcome, welcome Mean Mug. It's gonna be a trip. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a trip, because when I tell you Isaiah is entertaining, he is very, very entertaining. And Hampton, you are you get my sense of humor. You get my sense of humor, which makes that even all the more funny. And before I got on here, I did something so dumb. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was trying to gorilla glue something together. It was right before This was right after I did the link. I created the link, and I got some Gorilla Glue on my fingers in my hand. And I ain't realized I ain't never had Gorilla Glue on my fingers before. That shit sticks fast.
Yeah.
Like when I got it on my finger, I did like this. I was like, like I had to literally take a Brillo pad and scrub this shit off my hands. I'm like, yo, that shit gets to your skin immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit is wild, bro. How's your week been, dude?
Bro, week's been mad busy, man. Like work, I thought was gonna be slowing down, but it's just like, bro, I'm over here doing phone calls to parents, and they new parents almost got no clue what they're doing. So I'm trying my best to help them out. Most of them I actually was able to help them out, so it was good. But I still got more work to be carried over into the weekend, but I'm not about to do that.
Why not?
I'm about to relax.
You said you about to relax?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even mad at you for that, my boy. I ain't mad at you at that at all. So we're gonna talk about some preseason football briefly. Mm-hmm. Now that Gorilla Glue ain't no joke, but today we're going to have to revisit the Carmelo Anthony murder trial. I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about this a couple of months ago. I had my cousin on here who is a police officer. He's a sheriff, and we talked about it in detail. We talked about it in detail based on the information that was out there. Well, yesterday, some new public information just came out, and it is jarring. It is jarring. I'm gonna say this once, and I'll say this again. What I said a couple months ago, I said I could not defend the actions of Carmelo Anthony in that situation. In light of the information that has come out yesterday, public school disciplinary record, this was all court documents. I apologize. While I don't condone the action, I definitely understand why. And that boy needs to be released today. I don't know if you know about this, Hampton. Carmelo Anthony needs to be released today. today.
No, I didn't look into it. I saw something pop up. I did not look
I
into
will
it.
let you know. He needs to be released now.
Mhm.
Right now. So we'll get into that after we quickly. How about that preseason football, Hampton?
Bro, I mean, it's been all right so far, bro. I thought I was about to see Patrick Mahomes play a whole game the other day. Like,
Did he play?
he played a little bit.
I know. Did you watch the Raiders and the Texans?
Yes, I saw. I saw that pick six. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I put that on. I did that as a short. I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna play it, but I watched about the first half. I know the Raiders technically won the game, but I watched the first team play the first team. I know Mendoza started, but I watched the first team of guys play the first team of guys for the most part, anyway. And that's what happens when you're a rookie.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you're a rookie. You know, the pick six. Houston defense is not to be trifled with. They're up there with us and the Seahawks. The Texans defense is not to be trifled with. If they get relatively decent quarterback play, Houston can win the whole fucking thing. They don't scare me, but I am well aware that if the Houston Texans have decent quarterback play with their defense, they can win it. Their defense is elite like us, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They got some dogs on that defense.
yeah.
They got some dogs on that Texans defense. Straight up. And they play old. What I like about them is they play old school. They gonna knock the fuck out of you. They'll take that penalty flag. It's an intimidation thing. Yeah. You may get a 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty, but the offense is gonna think about that shit next time because they don't want to feel that again. So they're gonna think about that. Now, when we went live, the Jets and the Steelers were playing. It was 7-0 Jets. I mean, Aaron Rodgers didn't play. Geno Smith did play, and he actually looked pretty well.
Shout out Geno.
Yeah. A couple of training camp fights. You know, training camp fights between the Cowboys and the Saints.
Oh.
Yeah. But let me tell you something that's actually crazy, and this is par for discussion. A judge ruled that undrafted NFL players, when after the draft ends and you're not drafted, they sign players and they're called undrafted free agents, right?
Right.
Some make the team, some don't. They go to the practice squad, whatever. Mm-hmm. A judge just ruled that undrafted NFL players, if they don't make the final cut, if they don't make the team, that they can, undrafted rookies, they can go back to college and play football.
Oh.
This is wild because while they offer a lot of people to go to the practice squad, now make no mistake about it, the practice squad is a little over $13,000 a week. You make about roughly $275,000 in the 4-month period during the practice squad, which is good money. You're making over $13,000 a week now. So that's good money. But now a university can offer you at minimum, if you're a decent player, a university at minimum, the minimum is $600,000. So do you know, it's to a lot of players, it's going to be worth going back to school or even staying in school.
Yeah.
With the NIL. This shit is nuts, bro. It's nuts. What do you think about that?
I mean, shoot, I would go back to school every single time. I would even if you want to take your chances, I wouldn't stop you either. Take your chance. You don't make it, go back to school, make even more money. It's at least you can see what it's like to be out there, and you know what you got to work on in the next year.
And now, remind you, this is only for undrafted players. Now, even if you get drafted, the very last pick, the Mr. Irrelevant draft, you can't do that. But if you're undrafted and you don't make the roster, you can go back to school and then re-enter in the draft the following season.
Oh yeah, if I'm last pick, I don't care. I made it.
Last pick, you can't do it.
I don't care. I don't care if I'm making less money. I made it to the league. I don't care.
Yeah, right. But literally, There are colleges that are paying players now more than 5th and 6th and 7th round draft picks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is really putting parity in college football, which is one of the reasons why a lot of coaches in football and basketball have stepped down. Because Nick Saban retired because of this, because not of this, but because of the NIL and the transfer portal. You no longer have the advantage. All your brown paper bag under the table money is now legit now. So now anybody can get them.
Exactly.
So I think that's good, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But they need to have a limit as far as transfer portals. Like if you sign with a university, you need to sign. You should at least be there for 2 years. Like this going from one school this year and one school the next year. That shit is in the way. That is in the way. That is in the way because you're actually what players don't realize is they're stunning their own development by doing that, by not staying in a consistent program. Just because you want to play now, I get you want to play now, but you going from one school to the next school, you're not developing as a player, which will eventually actually start hurting the NFL product if they don't get that under control. So everything I thought about 20 years ago has now come to fruition. What the fuck?
Crazy, isn't it?
Crazy work. All right, I can't hold back anymore. Got to talk about this Carmelo Anthony thing. I'm serious. Okay, now. We know that Carmelo Anthony was found guilty of murder and was sentenced to 35 years in prison. 35 years. For the 2025 stabbing of Austin Metcalf at a track meet at school. Carmelo Anthony at the time was 17 years old. He is now 19 years old and still sitting in a prison. But man, has some shit been found out. Okay, so last week, I don't know if you heard, the judge on the case was removed.
Okay.
Which he should have been. He should have never been on the case because he was a friend of the Metcalf family.
I do remember that.
That's a conflict of interest. That's bias. There was also outrage that the jury was no African Americans on there. Now, as soon as I found out the news that I'm about to tell you, I called Dwayne. I called my cousin, and I told him we talked about this. Now, as far as the juror thing goes, I don't know if Dwayne is going to be able to join me tonight, but as far as the jury thing goes, Dwayne said, "Well, that's not, anybody's fault. That like they offered black people a spot on the jury. It's just that it just didn't come to fruition. So that's really not what it. He can explain it better than me. But yesterday, court documents released school records, text messages, videos of Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter Metcalf. And to say that they were racist is an understatement. To say that they were bullies is an understatement. I'm about to pull this up right here, Hampton. What does this say? I'm going to read it to you. This says, this was one of the incidents, a graffiti incident, racial slurs, Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter Metcalf. And by the way, shout out to Ticket TV. He did his thing on this one. Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter Metcalf were once caught spray painting graffiti, including KKK, KILL, all blacks, and Hail, HITLER, the motherfucker from Germany, along with the N-word, and were sentenced to 12 months of juvenile probation. Court document shows there is no allegedly behind this shit. There is no allegedly. This is documented. They did this. Records reveal they reportedly told authorities, we did some dumb stuff and we did some vandalism. There were several documented incidents of Austin Metcalf using racial slurs in school. And in 2023, Austin Metcalf was accused of bullying a black student in class. That is all that me and Dwayne talked about. And even that by itself was enough for my cousin to say, this wasn't talked about in court. Oh, Carmelo Anthony is going to walk because they're getting him a new trial. What do you think of this incident alone? Because I'm not done.
This incident alone kind of tells me a lot. Like, what do you like? Because and now it starts to come more of like it's like a defense thing. Like, this is now built up aggression, like over years. Like, especially like how long they've actually like been in contact and known each other. Like, if this is several documents just in like 2023 alone, that's 2 years.
This isn't just documents about when it says bullied a black student. That wasn't Carmelo Anthony. This was a different person.
Oh, I know. I'm saying, like, if they've just known each other in those 2 years, he's seen what they've done to other black students.
Right.
They've then proceeded to then do it to him. And now it's like, oh, I'm now got a lot of built up aggression that I need to get out. And then we get to this track situation. You're continuing the situation. So it's just like, I feel wrong saying this, but it's like, it makes sense.
No,
like,
you shouldn't feel wrong. Because the way I feel about it is, if you've built up a reputation of being a troublemaker, hell yeah, I was in fear of my motherfucking life.
Mm-hmm.
But let me continue, Hampton. The Metcalf boys have 53 separate incidents in school. 53.
50.
Austin Metcalf, the gentleman who was fatally stabbed April 2nd, 2025, was suspended every year in school for 7 straight years. Let me count the ways. In 2018, both of the brothers were arrested for beating up a girl in school. 2018, that means they were like 10. They were arrested for beating up a girl. In 2021, Austin Metcalf was banned from basketball games for an entire school year for cursing out students and females, cheerleaders, during a basketball game. He also reportedly told a female that his hands are bisexual, meaning that you're willing to hit men and women. In 2023, a text message was found from Austin Metcalf to a friend. They were suspended from school because the text message was about bringing a gun to school the next day. Here's my question. How the fuck was he not expelled?
I was about to say the same shit. Like, how you get this in-school suspension or out-of-school suspension every day? What's the number to get expelled? Like,
the reason why he did not get expelled is because he has the complexion for the connection. Your family knows judges and shit.
Mm-hmm.
If he was in Henrico, if there's a text message found of you threatening to bring a gun to say you're going to bring a gun to school, you get arrested. You get expelled. You're not coming back to general school. You'd have been in Virginia Randolph out this motherfucker. How was this boy not expelled? Doesn't stop there. In 2024, he reportedly knocked a woman to the ground and punched her in her stomach. At another track meet between two rival schools, some of the kids from the opposing school were talking trash. Austin Metcalf sent a text message to another student saying, "Kill that motherfucker." At another track meet, his brother Hunter Metcalf saw some Indian kids talking trash, and he texted a message saying, these stinky indie kids are talking trash, let's jump them. In 2025, a month before the fatal stabbing, Austin Metcalf was ordered by his school to stay away from another black student. On April 1st, 2025, the day before the fatal stabbing, his brother was suspended from school for repeatedly kicking a classroom door.
Mm.
After finding out all of these incidents, the father yesterday said, "It makes me disappointed as a father to find out all this behavior, but it doesn't excuse what happened." So you mean to tell me that your kids are repeatedly arrested and suspended from school and y'all live together and you ain't no shit?
Yeah, there's no way.
This makes a lot of sense of why Hunter Metcalf was not allowed to testify in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
Because the prosecuting attorneys knew that he won't shit. Hampton, what do you think? Tell me your thoughts and your feelings.
I'm just like dumbfounded by all this. Like, first, like, yes, I get like them not being expelled because like of connections, but it's just like there's a lot of information here. None of this shit was brought up in court. Like, not one bit of information about how their behavior has been up until like what happened. But like, because Carmelo Anthony is black and he did something, like let's just kind of just put the blame on him because of what happened. Not like let's look at the history of all the parties involved. That doesn't make any sense to me. And even the part about like whether they are joking or not, you tell me years prior, you got basically sent to like a year's probation of something, and your rebuttal is like, we did some bad things, we feel bad, but then you continue to act out in this behavior, like continue. So that was a PR answer, like your parents probably made you say that, but it's like there's no change. So like now I'm starting to look at the parents. I'm like, there's no way you guys are not hearing any of this. Like if they're getting suspended every single day, there's no phone call home. There's no like, hey, you got to come down to the principal's office so we got to talk about something. There's no like letters being sent home. Like there's no authorities being on site saying that, oh, we need to talk to your kids because they can get suspended all the time. Like there's no way you've done no certain things of just knowing nothing. Because that would be the only defense is saying as a parent, like, oh, you knew absolutely nothing, which would make it even worse if you knew none of this information.
Another documented event is that after Austin Metcalf called his teacher a bitch, he told the admins of school that he couldn't control himself. He didn't realize what he was saying out of his mouth.
What?
Even if that's true, this is like your 8th last chance.
Yeah.
Again, after the gun incident, how are you not expelled? First of all, the school, whatever schools they went to, failed. The school system itself failed. National media, not surprising, fucked up. All these bloggers, Officer Brandon Tatum, one of those bought and paid for niggas who talks shit about black people, who has 3 million subscribers because he's bought and paid for, who tries to make it seem like everything is all black people's fault. Conveniently, none of this stuff was talked about, and conveniently, I ain't heard nothing from him. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Fox News, where you at?
Yeah.
CBS News, where you at? MSNBC, CNN, where you at? Y'all made Carmelo Anthony look like a murderer. What up, Kurt? I'm not condoning taking nobody's life, but I came on here before and said I can't defend the actions. I apologize. I am so sorry because I understand. I understand. Look, and none of this stuff is allegedly. These are documented. Look at this, Hampton. This is what I was talking about. This is Hunter Metcalf.
What?
Plotting to jump other students. Records showed Snapchat messages where Hunter Metcalf explicitly talked about jumping students from an opposing track team at a previous meet. He messaged, These shitty indie kids talking, let's jump them.
Are they on the track team?
It doesn't matter. They're teenagers. They do stupid shit. First of all, you're putting your business on social media. That means you're leaving a paper trail, dumb fuck. You dummy. You racist asshole. I'm not going to sit here and say nobody deserved to die, but you racist piece of shit. And Hunter Metcalf is the brother that survived. You racist piece of shit. And I don't want to talk about dead people like that, but your brother, a racist piece of shit. Carmelo Anthony needs to walk out of jail today. He needs to walk out of jail today. What do you think about seeing that, Hampton?
I'm a little more right now. Like, where are the parents? It's like, but it's not even just any adult in the situation. Like, like parents, school staff, like anybody. Like, none of these boys were put on any correction course at all.
Again, how were you not expelled from school? All of the gun incidents at schools that we've heard over the last 20 fucking years, the last 25 fucking years. And you have a teenager with a track record talking about bringing a gun to school the next day. How is he only suspended? How?
Mm-hmm.
How does that happen? Because of this. I got more proof in the pudding, my boy.
Oh, no.
Banned from a classroom on April 2nd. I just said this. This was the day before the fatal stabbing. Just one single day before the fatal stabbing, Hunter was banned from a teacher's classroom for repeatedly kicking the door. These two little bastards were menaces.
What is this ban? Like why do we just keep banning them? Like, expel them.
And they tried to I just love the way mainstream media tries to control the narrative by making these two seem like they're just pillars of society. They're good kids. They come from a strong household, and they come from a strong household. And by gosh, this shouldn't have happened. And do away with that black boy, with that angry black teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somebody say maybe they may try to give him a plea deal, Carmelo Anthony a plea deal. Maybe do like 2 or 3 more years and then get released. Man, plead these nuts. Plead these nuts. Only plea deal I'm agreeing to is the one where I walk out this motherfucker today. Because I'm going to tell you something. Those motherfuckers in Texas, and this is Texas we talking about. Those motherfuckers in Texas are going to try to do everything in their motherfucking power to keep another case from happening. And when Carmelo Anthony is released, because I'm putting it out there, when he is released, my boy, my only advice is get the hell out of Texas and never go back. Get the hell out of Texas.
Not only does he need to get released, he needs some sort of compensation for this mental trauma that's been going through.
Mm-hmm. That judge needs to be disbarred. I would sue the fuck out the family.
Agreed.
I would sue the family. I would sue the motherfucking state. And I would get the hell out the state. Because they're going to try to do everything in their power to make sure that case doesn't happen. I promise you. But don't wait. I got more. Phone evidence of slurs. Court testimony revealed that Austin Metcalf's phone contained multiple videos of him using the N-word and showcasing a demeaning attitude towards people of color. Go ahead, Hampton. You take point on this one.
Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised at this point. Like, I think like any other racist thing I can come up with. At this point, between the two of them, one of them did the things, if not both of them. It does not surprise me at all that they're using the N-word.
Oh boy. Chat, where you at? I mean, I want y'all opinion on this. I'm on now.
Again, I'm asking where the parents at? Like,
the parents are sitting there crying, oh my God, we didn't know. Bullshit. Because that means look, behavior is learned from somewhere.
exactly.
Behavior is learned from somewhere. So you got a couple of ain't shit teenagers. They probably come from ain't shit parents.
Because not just one of them, it's both of them.
It's both of them. And the daddy gonna say that doesn't change what happened. It doesn't change what happened, but it gives you a new perspective on why it happened. No, I didn't wish death on Austin Metcalf. But like my cousin said something that was very profound. You know, the media tried to make Austin Metcalf out to be some goddamn hero.
Yeah.
Just because you die doesn't mean that just because you die come to an unfortunate end, it doesn't mean that you are a good person. And one thing that when you talk about somebody's past, now everybody has a past. Everybody.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't get a chance at redemption to make it right. But if your demise comes from you doing something that reveals all the other stuff you did in the past, where have you really changed?
Right.
Where have you really changed? Like, if you're in a marriage and you cheat on your spouse and, you guys decide to work it out because you want redemption, and if a spouse decides to stay with another spouse that cheated, yeah, then they've earned the shot. They deserve a shot at redemption. But you go back out and cheat on your spouse again. Where have you really changed? With these boys, this is a pattern of behavior that spans 7 years. That's not a one-off. Everybody can have a one-off where they fuck up at. It's everybody. If the parents were responsible enough, they should at least check their kids' phones. And if that's hard, don't give the kids a phone. Ta-da.
Yeah. See, that's another thing, Lomar. I don't think there was any sort of punishment ever in their household.
I don't either. I think there might have been some. I think it may have been some serious tongue lashings. Because again, look, here's $1 million question. Name me the black kid that has that type of school record and is still in regular ass school. Name me the black kid.
I can't name one.
I'm gonna say, please show me the black kid that has a record like this. And you ain't in Rico County, and you ain't and show me a record with a kid like this, and you still going to regular ass high school, and you ain't going to Virginia Randolph, which is the school for badass kids.
Oh, you lucky if you get 3 of those offenses before that you get kicked out.
Or name me the black student that has a record like that just ain't in fucking juvie until they 18. Come on now. They family, those kids have parents that they know motherfuckers who know motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we'd have been accepted, and if that we would have been expelled, possibly in jail. Like, real talk. Like, it's wild. The privilege. See, this is a case. This is clearly a case where you got 2 kids. 2 privileged ass kids, and I'm not talking about the white race in general. So if anybody's listening on here, if any white people on here listening and feeling a little uncomfortable, I'm not talking. If you ain't done nothing like this, then I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to you. I'm not talking about the white race in general. No, I'm not. But you're dealing with 2 kids who were privileged. They knew it. They took advantage of it. They probably told their caseworker, counselor, teacher, even parents, I won't do it again, mama.
Yeah.
I'll straighten up and fly right until the next time. This is your last time until the next time. Okay, this is your last chance. And until the next time. Gosh darn it, I'm putting my foot down. This is the last time. Until the next time. And now I will say this. This is to you young Caucasian teenagers who think because whoever's in office or whoever who's emboldened you to be such a Billy fucking badass, whether you're entitled, whether your parents know motherfuckers who know motherfuckers, you think you can just walk up and bully black kids? Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. I'm not condoning the violence. I am not doing that at all. But if you think that people don't have a right to defend themselves, especially if you think that your life is on the line, fuck around and find out. All right, Austin, this is your last chance. I'll straighten up and fly right, mama. Until the next time. Oh, he got stabbed. That monster! He killed my precious little boy. That black heathen. Away with him. Fuck out of here. Release Carmelo Anthony today. I got more, Hampton.
Oh, my.
7-year history of suspension. Shocking school files revealed that Austin Metcalf had a record of being suspended from school 7 years in a row for various behavior issues. Go ahead.
Bro. How are you still allowed to go to this school? Like,
how do parents gonna act like they don't know shit? 7 years in a row. That's how many years in a motherfucking row. That's how many years in a row. And you don't know nothing? If it's 7 years in a row and you know nothing, then the parents need to be arrested for child neglect. If your student got fucking suspended 7 years in a row in school and you know nothing, and they live under the same roof, you should be arrested for child neglect, you bitch ass parents. Go ahead, Hampton. I'm sorry.
no, you're right. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's like there's never any punishment. Like, did they ever get held back if they didn't get expelled? Like,
hell no, they ain't gonna hold them back. They want them to keep going forward because they want them to fuck out of the school as soon as possible.
like, it's almost like they literally can get away with anything they want.
And they knew that. That's what I'm saying. They were privileged kids who knew it, and they took advantage of it. And then when a tragedy happens, and it was a tragedy because I don't wish death on anybody. Do I think Austin Metcalf deserved to die? No, he deserved to be in jail though. He deserved to be expelled from school. He deserved to be out of regular society. He deserved that. He didn't deserve to die. Because this is a kid who clearly needed help, did not receive the requisite help, because that would have made the family look bad. He didn't receive the requisite help that he should have gotten. All parties involved are failures in this situation.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve to die, but he deserved to be locked the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
He did not deserve to be in regular school. I mean, he's beating up men and women.
Yeah.
And he's just getting suspended. Boy, I wish I might have. Man, Holland Springs would have kicked my motherfucking ass out so quick if I'd have did that shit. They would have kicked my motherfucking ass out. Dr. Hype would have kicked my motherfucking ass out so quick. He's like, I like you, Brandon, but you got to go. He would have kicked my motherfucking ass out so quick.
Bro, my school would have did the same thing. Like,
man, please. Please. Not even, please. I'd have been out of here. I'd have been in Virginia Randolph, out of here. Or if not, in Henrico Juvenile Center. Nigga, please. 7 years in a row getting suspended and stuff that goes all the way up to the top of the food chain of punishments. A gun. I mean, a gun threat. When in where we've been dealing with mass school shootings for over 2 decades, and you let this motherfucker slide on that, bruh. Whatever Texas school system they is sucks balls. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should lose all accreditation because you let two psychopaths walk the halls of your schools for years. These boys are psychos.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got more, Hampton.
Oh, gosh.
Reputation for being easily triggered. Police files now. And witnesses and witness statements gathered after the stabbing described Austin Metcalf as the aggressive guy on the team and noticed that he was someone who got triggered easily. Now, who started this whole incident again? Go ahead, Hampton. Don't leave me hanging, man. Gotta say something. Come on now, you're on the post-game show now, nigga.
Bro, I'm still pissed that these people are on the team. Like,
making me another drink. Keep talking.
Bro, I'm pissed. How are you on the team? Like, you have so many in-school suspensions, out-of-school suspensions. You get in trouble with the police. You get in trouble with the principal. You get in trouble with the teachers. You get in all the ways in the trouble, but you still find your way on a team. Like, I don't know how this school is supposed to work. I know that back at my school, it didn't matter if it was high school or middle school, if you get any sort of suspension, you are off the fucking team. If you're getting multiple suspensions, you're not even allowed to try out for the team. Like, you have to have not only a clean record, you got to be a good student to be on an athletic team. Like, because it's an extracurricular thing. If you're getting in trouble in school, you're not supposed to be participating in anything extracurricular. But it's a known thing that he's the aggressive guy on the team. So that means they can do whatever they want in this school, apparently. Like, whatever they want. Like, doesn't matter what they fucking do. And the fact that it's a known thing that he's an aggressive guy on the team who gets triggered easily. What is so wrong in your life, Austin, that you were just so mad all the time?
Talk about what made the son of a bitch mad.
Like, literally, you got a home, you got family. Your family's well connected, obviously, because you know all these judges and lawyers who are essentially keeping your family safe. So it's just like, what did niggas do to make you that mad? That's what I want to know.
To make you that mad?
Like, all I see is just another brother trying to just live his day. That's what he's trying to do. And you just don't like it because he's black. You don't like someone because they brown. You don't like someone because they're just somebody else. Because you just hitting women, you're hitting men, your hands are bisexual. Like, that shit don't make no fucking sense to me. At all.
Talk about the mainstream media and why the fuck they left all this shit out.
Bro, and the media, the police have files of all this information. Like, multiple. You have statements. You have gathered, like, essentially testimonies of how these two brothers have acted. And the media, that's just like, the media just Stevie Wonder to that shit. They just don't fucking see it.
Nigga, they Stevie Wonder and they Ray Charles, that motherfucker.
Not, bro. See, no, not even that. They Helen Keller. They don't hear it. They don't see it.
Oh, that's a good dap. There you go. Helen Keller, that bitch.
Like, the fuck is going on here? Like, you catch so much of, like, just the negative press on just the black person side. You don't catch any of the press of none of this information until now. We're hearing about this shit.
Exactly.
We're hearing about this now.
Because all of that stuff didn't matter. Because, and see, and I'll still say this, the biggest mistake that Carmelo Anthony did was that he admitted it off bat. But with all of this new information, clearly you got a kid who was in fear. Mm-hmm. Because when you have this type of a rap sheet, now Hampton, tell me if I'm wrong.
All right.
When you have that type of a rap sheet, that the Metcalf boys had, you have a reputation.
Oh no, 100%.
You have a reputation, and the reputation travels. Motherfuckers know who you are. Motherfuckers know who you look like.
Mm.
And these two boys, for lack of a better word, were scumbags. And again, I don't like to talk about a dead person like that, but the way that you guys slandered Carmelo Anthony, all the shit that Hunter Metcalf talked at sentencing, you fuck boy, you should be in jail. You should be in jail. But Hampton, I got more. Threatening behavior. Another video file showed Austin holding a butterfly knife up to a camera and saying, "Come fuck with me now." Go ahead.
See, I would be scared for my life. Like you have no problem just testing people. Like, not only testing you, you have no problem just flaunting that you're an aggressive person. Like, literally. So it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, I don't condone death. I don't condone the violence. But like Carmelo Anthony, it sounded like he needed to be prepared to protect himself at all times. He needed to. And it sounded like in the moment, it was a low moment, but he might have been fearing for his life.
The only thing you got Carmelo Anthony on now at this point is being a juvenile and carrying a weapon. But he's been in jail since he was 17 years old. That goes as time served. That boy need to be let out of jail now. He needs to be let out of jail now. Because everything that I'm saying, all of these videos that I'm showing you, there is nothing, you know how everybody, when people say this shit, are right on time. When people say this shit, they say allegedly. There is nothing alleged about this. This is documented. Cousin, right on time. What up, D?
Hey, what's going on, B?
Ain't nothing much. Have you been watching?
No, I'm just getting off of work. I'm driving home, but I got it on the phone so I can talk.
All right, D. Well, I'm going to let you know. Remember what we talked about?
Yeah.
That wasn't even close to it, bro.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, so remember what I told you about the message of him spray painting graffiti saying kill all blacks and hail HITLER and using the N-word?
Yeah.
This boy and his brother has 53 different incidents of behavior incidents in school that led to either suspension or arrest.
Okay.
In 2018, the brothers, now mind you, this was like when they were 10 years old. In 2018, both brothers were arrested for beating up a girl.
So this is a lifestyle. This is not I made a mistake. This is a lifestyle.
Yeah, this isn't a one-off, bro. This isn't a one-off. In 2021, he was banned from basketball games at his school for an entire school year for cussing out students and cheerleaders. Dwayne, now here's the one. In 2023, nothing alleged about this. Text messages were found from Austin Metcalf to another friend talking about bringing a gun to school the next day, and he was suspended. My question is, how was he not expelled?
That goes back on the school. And not just that, the family, the parents. How do you not know about this? How does this go for so long under your nose?
That's what we were saying. And the thing about it is, yesterday, the dad, because all of these records, these are court documents that came out yesterday. And the father said, well, as a father, it makes me disappointed to find out all of this information.
I ain't no finding out nothing.
Exactly. He said, but it's still
no,
exactly.
Not. You knew that because he was talking reckless. He was talking reckless when Carmelo got life. Well, got 35 years. He was talking reckless. It ain't no way you didn't know about all that.
Dwayne,
Go ahead.
Austin Metcalf has been suspended every year for the last 7 years. And you don't know? This is what I said about 10 minutes ago. I said, If your son got suspended from school every year for 7 straight years, and you live with him and you don't know, you should be arrested for child neglect.
Yeah, in the state of Virginia, they actually do go after the parent legally.
Dwayne, how did it, with the gun incident alone, with the gun text message, how were you not expelled? Dwayne, we'd have been kicked the fuck out. We'd have been in jail. We'd have been in juvenile.
Bro, because of our skin color, we'd be lucky to be walking this earth right now.
Come on now. Say it again.
We'd be lucky to be walking this earth.
Come on now.
Virginia state law is not set up for colored people. It's not. It is set up for us to fail. And it is very successful because we fall into it.
Now, you are an officer. You are around lawyers all the time. Now, what we talked about earlier, I straight up told you my opinion. I think that Carmelo Anthony needs to walk. I think he should be released today. What are your feelings?
So, after we finish talking with everything, I'm going to tell you exactly how nasty this is going to get. All right. During his retrial, I don't know if they have Commonwealth attorneys out. They don't have Commonwealths out there. I think they have district attorneys. Same thing like the Commonwealth attorney. All right. Whoever's bringing the trial against Carmelo, they're going to harp on everything that happened in the beginning in the first trial. Everything from the start up until then. They're going to harp on that because that will give them the proof to keep this as a murder trial. That gives them all the proof to show that this was voluntary, that he did it on purpose. All right. Now, Carmelo Anthony's team of lawyers, I hope they're really good because the two attorneys, they're going to play what do you call a devil's advocate. All right. If it's a situation like we discussed before where Carmelo knew about this guy's background, but then you still went into this tent, regardless if you knew he was in there or not, when you grabbed that weapon, that was at home. That was premeditation. You can't change that. You had it with you, so it's already too late. When you went into that tent, if you didn't know he was in there and you walked in and then all of a sudden, oh, he's here, you still had the room to walk away. Okay? Regardless of what the background of those other two, I'm going to be Christian about this, those two boys are.
Yeah, you be Christian. I've already called them slurs. You go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Regardless of what the background is, he still could have walked away. Okay? This is not me agreeing with it. This is how the lawyers are going to talk. This is how they're going to play devil's advocate. All right.
Absolutely.
If he goes in there and says, "Oh well, I knew they were going to be in there, but you went in there anyway," you have intent. You can't fight it. If you go in there and say, "I knew about their background, I didn't know they were going to be there, but you didn't leave," they can play this and still keep the intent.
Okay.
All right. Now, Carmelo's team can say, "Okay, well, hold on. He didn't know about it though. He didn't know they were in there." But they got to be really good because the damage that has already been done with Carmelo saying what he said in the first case, that is what is hanging him. This is going to be a situation where nothing is going to be pretty, no matter how the situation goes.
Right.
All right. I still back up my statement. Do I feel that Carmelo Anthony is a murderer? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, I do not think he walked in there with the intent to kill anybody.
Right.
Now with this new thing, if he knew about it, yes, he can claim self-defense. Here's the problem. People keep saying it's self-defense. It's self-defense. You can't say what someone else is feeling. You can't say someone else has a problem with self-defense. That person has to say it. If that person doesn't say it, you don't have it.
Okay. Now, can Carmelo Anthony's lawyer say, you know, the whole reason why he went in the tent was because it was a very nasty rainstorm, and he was just trying to seek shelter. Okay.
It does not matter. It's rain. It's water. Whoop-de-doo. It's not a tornado. It's not a hurricane. It's not a blizzard. If you have the opportunity, this is your life. If you have an opportunity to leave. Rain that doesn't solve it. That doesn't, no. There's no covering that.
Okay.
The law is very, very, very sticky. Everybody likes to kind of grab out to every little thing and be like, well, this is what's going on there. This is what's going on there. It does not matter.
Okay.
Now, looking on the back end, let's say it goes Carmelo Anthony's way. Sweet. I'll be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
At the very most, I see this as, well, let's look at at the worst kind of situation, I see them still finding him guilty. And it's going to play because of everything that happened in the first case.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. However, if this new evidence that comes in plays an effect, I see them probably letting him walk because he's already been in there for 2 years.
Right.
All right. They may downgrade the charge to maybe a reckless handling of a weapon. Okay, cool. He's not facing murder.
Right.
He's not facing manslaughter. But that kind of charge, he's already done the time.
Right.
And it needs to be a situation where the world, that includes the media, leaves this boy alone and let him get back to his family. Because him being in there for 2 years, the psychological damage has already been done to this man.
Right.
All right. I know what he's feeling. So I already know. I feel for him. And
Talk about what you need to talk about, cousin.
Because the damage is done. This is an intelligent black child. This is an intelligent child. He wasn't no dropout in school. He was intelligent.
He had damn near 4.0 grade point average.
Yes, he graduated with honors. See, and another thing is, a lot of people got a habit of, oh, because someone else died. Let's look at this. Austin Metcalf, he died. Okay, he still had a past. Just because he died doesn't mean you get to cover up the past and paint him as a saint to make someone else look bad.
Yeah.
I said that before you got on. I said that you echoed that sentiment. I said you could explain it better. Go ahead.
Yep. So the same thing happened to me in my case. We didn't do anything wrong. I kept my innocence. They made this child, he was a victim. Otieno was a victim. They made him look like a saint. I'm sorry, he was not. What did not come out in the media and what the world still has not seen came out in courts. What the world has not seen that the court saw, they saw this man running through a mall naked in California, tearing the mall up.
What?
There is a reason why they moved from California to Virginia. What came out in courts was the truth. What came out in courts was the 30+ police calls to his address for him alone. Why didn't that come out in the media? Oh, but they painted him as a saint. He's a rapper. He's an artist. He's an amazing person.
What? And what you just said, and that
so much. But we were painted as monsters.
So wait a minute. So that thing about the California and the mall stuff, that never got out in the media?
No, of course not. That would make
the media still doesn't know about this?
They still don't know.
Wow.
When I tell you there is so much that the world does not know that came down in that court, that trial. Wow. And I was there for every moment of it.
Wow. Wow.
There was a whole lot that's nothing.
Wow.
There was a lot that the world does not know.
Damn. It's all about controlling the narrative, D.
Exactly.
And this is what I told Hampton earlier about how this Austin Metcalf was being depicted as. He was depicted as the good, wholesome high school student who was on the track team, and gosh darn it, this isn't supposed to happen. Away with that black teenager, just like in your case.
And see, this is the problem when the world for the justice system gets the case. Because
you were breaking up, D.
Out about that trial.
D, say that last part again, because you were breaking up a little bit. Say that last part.
This is the problem when the world gets this case before the justice system gets this case.
Okay.
Also, Carmelo was already found and painted a monster and found guilty before his trial.
Yeah.
Regardless of what he said, he was already hung. That child did not have a fair trial. And let's go on
No.
that. All right. This judge, the judge that heard the first one, he knows he should not have heard a single word of that case. Being that you were close to the family, you should not have heard a single word of that case. And you can't say, "Oh, I didn't know." No, you know.
You knew.
Whatever position you take in life, it doesn't matter. If you go to McDonald's to flip burgers, if you're a nurse, hospital, police officer, judge, you are trained. You're given the do's and do nots. There is no excuse as to why he should have heard anything from that trial.
Mm-hmm.
He should not have been there. And if anything, he should be brought up against the board.
Yeah.
Because he handed down a punishment which he should not have handed down. And then you're taking pictures with the family. That make it look like you're bragging.
You dig. You dig. Man, he
That's
needs to
what
be
it look like. This is Texas. All right. Texas is very well known for sundown towns. They are all over the place. They're in Virginia. Southern Virginia and Southwestern Virginia are full of sundown towns. Texas is famous for it.
Now explain that sundown town to my listeners who don't understand what that means.
So sundown towns, I'm gonna put it like this: if you are not a black guy in a police uniform, or a fire uniform, or a hospital nurse, do not be in that town when the sun goes down. Racism is well and alive in this country.
Oh yeah. You educated me on that. When I said educate my listeners, I meant me too.
Yes. Nothing has changed from the days when African Americans were being lynched for no daggone reason.
It's happening now in Mississippi.
Exactly. It's just been given a pretty little mask, so it's something different. It has not changed.
Goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame, man. It is. Dwayne, I've been so eager to talk about this since we got off the phone. I literally talked about football for about 5 minutes before eventually I said, well, no, we need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because let me give you more information, D. In 2024, also in 2023, it was reported that he was bullying a black student. In 2024, he reportedly knocked a woman to the ground and punched her in the stomach He told another female that his hands were bisexual. A month before the fatal stabbing in 2025, Austin Metcalf was ordered by his school to stay away from another black student. The day before the fatal stabbing, Austin's brother got in trouble in school for repeatedly kicking the classroom door. At another track meet, where a rival school, they were talking trash, Austin Metcalf sent a text message to his friend, and this is not alleged, this was documented, that Austin Metcalf sent a text message to one of his friends to, quote, kill that motherfucker.
Okay, so this right here is what's called a threat to society.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are a threat to the public. At no point in time after the first one, there should not have been a second time. Because all of this is not a mistake. This is a trend. This is a behavior. This is how they were raised. Babies are not born racist. Children are not born racist. They're raised. They're bred racist. This is a family. So that's what they've been doing. This is not a mistake. This is a habit. This is a practice. They should not be out in the public. If an African American here in the state of Virginia makes one mistake, oh, God forbid you find him with a gun, guess what? Let's put him in jail and put a DNR on his file. You want to know what a DNR is? It's a
do not release. Yeah.
That means after the time is done, you stay in jail regardless.
Wait a minute. They can do that after your time is served?
They can do that. Yep, you will sit there doing dead time.
What?
The state of Virginia is not, the law is not set up for colored people. It's set up for us to fail. And like I said, it is successful because we fall into it.
Oh my God.
And I feel horrible for Carmelo because I know exactly how he's feeling. I've been there, and he's been there for 2 years.
2 years.
I was in there for a week. The damage is done. The damage is well overdone. He will never live that down, no matter how the case goes. He now has to relive this again.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you it's not going to be nobody that goes to him or his family and says, we're sorry.
Absolutely not.
I fear for him. I don't fear for the family because it's still a situation where accountability was not being held. I don't justify he did. You can't justify that. But Carmelo Anthony was the only one that took accountability for what happened. He was the only one.
I'm just listening and being educated to everything that you're telling me, Hampton, as well as the rest of the chat. I believe that he should be released today. I know that the legal process is not going to work that way, and I also know that I'm pretty sure that the people in there will be people in the state of Texas that try everything in their power to not see another case or to not have him released.
What they're going to do is they're going to drag it out. So whenever you go through a court case, there's a certain amount of time for each step in each process, and there's a certain amount of time allotted. Months, weeks, there's time. They're going to push it out as far as they can go each single step. The whole time he will sit in jail.
Now, is there any circumstance where he could be released and put on house arrest?
There's a possibility because the threat of it's a very slim possibility because it depends on how the whole thing plays out. It goes back to knowing the Austin Metcalf and their background. If he says, yes, I knew about their background, but then you still went in there and it still looks like he had the intent. If you say you knew about it and you went in there, you already had the weapon in your bag, it still paints murder. He doesn't win with that. If he says he knew about the background, went in there and said, oh, I didn't know they were going to be in there, but then you saw him and you didn't leave, it still paints murder. All because of everything that happened in the first one. This is going to be a very, very sticky case now, even the second time around. All this new stuff that came out, yes, it paints a new light. It does not change everything that's already happened.
Okay. I got more. This was released yesterday. Hampton, I got more. This is inappropriate physical contact. One video showed Austin Metcalf grabbing a fellow student's face and forcefully pulling it down towards his own crotch. That's just nasty.
Oh, come on, man.
What'd you say, Dwayne? What'd you say, D? Huh? Well, he said he may not be able to hear. Hampton, that's just nasty.
Yeah, no, that's just fucked up.
Can you hear me, D?
I'm going to close it out and I'm going to come back out. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's just nasty.
Yeah, no.
That's just nasty. It is. So now is there anything that you want to tell somebody, fuck nigga? Oh, I shouldn't say that about a dead person.
Yeah, but
again, it's like, bruh, like, okay, hold on, let me remove this one. Okay.
You got more?
No, hold up. No. I'm talking about because Dwayne said he was gonna come back out and then join back in. Yeah, can you hear me, D?
What's going on with this?
Can you hear me? Uh-oh. We can hear you.
Yo.
We can hear you. Clap, 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 clap. We can hear you.
There's two Dwayne.
Yeah, well, you said there's two Dwayne.
I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear anything. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Let me try to back out again and do this again.
Bro.
I know he's driving. Hey, cousin, just be safe. Don't worry. Look, be safe. Yeah, that's definitely trifling. Yeah, that's just nasty.
Yeah, no.
So he's gonna. That's just nasty. And like Dwayne said, this is a menace to society. And like I said, okay, let me see. You got us, Cuzzo? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. This last segment that I just read, it said inappropriate physical contact. One video showed Austin grabbing a fellow student's face and forcefully pulling it towards his own crotch. That's just nasty.
Male or female?
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't say. It says showing grabbing a fellow student's face.
I would look at the age of when this happened because he should be registered as a sexual offender. Yep.
And the thing about it is,
he's at the age where he knows better. He did that intentionally. You should be as a registered sex offender because of that.
D, all of this stuff is documented. It's documented. It's video evidence. How the hell, again, does he not get expelled? How?
What color was his skin?
You know what color his skin was. You know it.
Exactly.
Like he was on his like 8th last chance.
Exactly.
So what I was saying before you came on here the first time, the school system failed. Whatever school he was at, the elementary school failed, the middle school failed, the high school failed, the parents definitely failed.
Exactly.
And the mainstream media failed because they painted Carmelo Anthony to be a fucking monster. And they paint, like you said, they painted this boy out to be a saint. When, like you said, this boy and his brother is a fucking menace. I said this before you came on the first time. I said they let psychopaths walk their schools.
Exactly.
Go ahead, floor is yours.
Now let's look at the history behind this.
Okay.
Columbine High School.
1999. Mm-hmm.
Those boys were walking that school.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? They shot it up.
Mm-hmm.
That was where was that? Colorado?
That was in Colorado.
Okay, so it seems to be a nice little trend in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Because you know it, you know what's going on, and you do nothing to stop it.
Nothing. Dwayne, it's gotten to the point where, again, Columbine was the first major school shooting that we knew about. Now, mind you, this was 27 years ago. We've had so many school shootings since then, we've damn near gotten numb to it. Like there was a school shooting at Virginia State last week.
Yeah.
And there was some, and unfortunately, the person who was found to do it is from Highland Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stop this, man. And the thing is, you can't stop it.
But we've heard it so much, we've gotten numb. Yes.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That is a big problem.
Dude.
And there's no way to combat it except to bring another firearm into it. There's no way to combat it. You can't have police departments show up because all you've done was introduce another weapon. You can't put metal detectors in schools because these guns are now being made out of aluminum, out of plastic. You can't sense it.
Oh, too late,
There's
dude.
no way to combat
Too late,
this.
dude. I work for HCPS. Dwayne, too late. I work for HCPS. They're metal detectors at all the schools now, dude.
Yeah, but
they're everywhere
doesn't
now.
work. It doesn't matter. Unless there is iron on that gun like there is on the one that's sitting on the side of my hip, there is no combating it. You can't stop it.
And you think about it. Columbine, Virginia Tech, Sandy Hook, Virginia State. That's just 4. Like I said, this is something that's been going on for 27 years on a regular basis, to the point now where it's not even like when Columbine happened, the country stopped. Literally.
Yeah.
The country stopped. Now, if it happens, it's just a segment on the news, and you just move on. For one,
for 5
that
minutes.
that's an indictment of our government for starters.
Yeah.
That's an indictment on our government. And that's an indictment on, I'm going to say this, the arrogance of suburban neighborhoods that think that it can't happen here.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you look at urban areas like Richmond City, like Eastern Henrico. Oh, Highland Springs, Dwayne, what the fuck was we called? Harlem Springs?
Basically.
For years, we were seen as the bad school. Highland Springs, Henrico,
Yep.
fucked up reputation. But
There
the
was
shootings
fights
is going
daily,
on. But the shootings are going on in your suburban and your short pumps. The gun threats are going on at JR motherfucking Tucker. They're bringing knives to Brooklyn Middle School. But Fairfield ain't shit. You look at Sandy Hook. All you see is a bunch news coverage of a bunch of parents stunned because you live in a wonderful suburban perfect neighborhood where this can't happen here. Well, guess what? Guess what?
What?
It does. Guess what? You have parents that work their asses off, have great careers, but unfortunately forget to do the one most important thing. Pay attention to what the fuck your kids is doing because you think you have the money to keep your kids occupied. Money don't replace that shit. Which can only explain the reason why a father can sit there in a courtroom and find out 7 years worth of bad behavior and act like, oh, I knew nothing. Bullshit. Bullshit. You knew motherfuckers who could cover it up. That's why your boys weren't expelled and weren't sitting in a fucking jail cell or sitting in a school for bad kids, a.k.a. Virginia Randolph. Dwayne, am I saying anything wrong?
Not saying nothing wrong.
What you thinking?
This is the cold hard truth that people saw coming way before the world wanted to believe it. And you want to know who? And you want to know who saw it coming?
Who?
The very same people that people bash. Your law enforcement saw it coming.
Boy, you got me on that one. Because I'm going to tell you, I scream fuck the police with the best of them, except you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I ain't going to lie to you. Yep. I scream fuck the police with the best of them, except you. Yep. You the only one I vouch for.
So we're looking at it now, and that's it. Like this is the world as it is. It will not get better.
But see, my issue where law enforcement comes into play is a situation like this with Texas, because these boys were arrested multiple times.
Yep, but you want to know where that falls off? That goes into law. Okay, if they're arrested by a police officer, all they could do, bring them to jail, they go to court. What does the Commonwealth attorney do? What does the district attorney do? Oh, well, they're not that bad kids, so we're not going to do this and that with them. Once the police officers arrest them and take them to jail, it is out of their hands. A lot of people don't know that. It now turns to the district attorney or Commonwealth attorney, whatever the attorneys for that state or jurisdiction is. It turns on them. If they feel like, oh, well, we can just give them this and let them go, guess what? They give them that and let them go.
Hampton, what did I say?
Done what they had to do. That's it. They have no control once the courts is in control.
Hampton, what did I say? D, I said this before you came on. Hampton, what did I say? All right, this is your last chance. All right, I'm going to straighten up and fly right, mama, until the next time. All right, this is your last chance this time. All right, I'm going to straighten up and fly right.
Until the next time.
Until the next time. Gosh darn it, this is your last time. All right, I'm going to straighten up and fly right. Dwayne, this is what I said, that this is a clear case on two kids. And when I said this, I said I was not talking about the entire the Caucasian race as a whole. I'm not going to do to them what white people do to us. or what every other race out here does to us. When one person or two people mess up, that means your whole race ain't shit. I'm not saying that. But this is a case of where you had two kids that were privileged, they knew it, and they took advantage of it. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree. Without hesitation. And guess what? It's been going on. It's just now wide open.
You know why it's wide open, D? Because dumbass teenagers like to put themselves on film doing dumb shit.
Exactly.
I'm not even trying to sound like an advocate for the criminal because I'm not. But dumbass teenagers tell on themselves.
Yeah, they do. With that,
I was literally watching 21 Jump Street. Huh?
With that phone in their hand.
Yeah, because they're trying to get likes, views, clout. I was literally watching 21 Jump Street last night. Just wanted to watch something to laugh to. And I don't know if you remember the scene where Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill are brought into Ice Cube's office for their first case, where they're trying to find the kids for this new synthetic drug. And they watch the video of the kid tripping out. Mm-hmm. And Channing Tatum said, they put this on the internet?
Yeah.
And this Ice Cube said, they're teenagers, man. They're really stupid. Dwayne Hampton, this was back in 2012.
Yeah.
This was back in 2012. And the funny part about it is there are people, there are going to be people in this case and other cases to come that's going to act like that this is some new shit. It's not.
No.
You know how old I was in 2012?
Nah.
I was in my fucking 20s, dude. This ain't no new shit. And but again, that's another reason why. But this is what makes me more angry. The fact that you have all of this stuff documented. There's no need to say, well, allegedly. No, there's nothing alleged about this. What makes me more angry about this is that you have documented information. You have video evidence, and you still give these motherfuckers a pass.
It ain't right.
Oh. Dwayne Hampton, I got to read this shit to you. Remember how I told you the father was in the courtroom saying, this was just yesterday. Well, I hate to find out about this, making it seem like he ain't know nothing.
Yeah.
Over a 7-year span. Listen to this. Threats against own father.
What?
The dossier unsealed a video of Austin making a direct threat of domestic violence in which he stated, I'm going to slap the shit out of my dad and he isn't going to do shit about it. God, man, if y'all don't let Carmelo Anthony the fuck out of jail today. Come on, Dwayne. Tell me something.
Again, you cannot say you didn't know. That just shows it. That just shows that you could not parent. That just shows that you watched all of it happen, even happen to you, and you did nothing. Man, you know what? One time I spoke in the slightest negative way to mom, I was scared for my life.
Jesus.
That happened
Jesus.
one
I was
time.
going to say, not Sharon
right.
Bramble. Not Sharon Bramble.
One time.
Lord.
Till this day, I love my mom and dad. I'm scared. I'm scared of them. Them and God.
Lord have mercy. Not Sharon and Wayne Bramble.
But these kids nowadays can sit there and say all this stuff to their parents and they won't do nothing about it.
No, look, I am going to say this. I don't give a fuck how anybody take it. No, that's white kids.
That's white kids. Right. Yeah. Most of them.
That's white kids.
Yeah.
Because I wish Roman or London would say, man, and Roman is as tall as me now. Roman looked me dead in my face.
But
and I wish
a lot of these kids weren't raised like you and I.
No.
That's a problem.
No. Because hey, look.
There's some parents like you that raised them the way you should be raised. The way we got raised.
As a grown ass parent, as a grown ass parent, I would never talk to Clarence Towns III that way, aka my dad. Hell no. Hell no. Not unless I wanted to feel my teeth going down my throat. I'm gonna slap the shit out of my dad, and he isn't gonna do shit about it.
Absolutely.
And
not.
you, boy, stop. Boy, stop.
Absolutely not. No, sir.
You got to be kidding me. That's all I can say is you got to be kidding me.
You can't
His
cover
daddy?
that up.
You can't. You can't.
But see now, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're trying to play the victim now.
No,
because
who the father?
The father. Yeah, because look at all that we was doing when Carmelo got his time. He was coming on the media talking reckless to everybody. Reckless.
And Dwayne Hampton, I'm going to show this to you again. This should have been game, set, match as far as Austin Metcalf even being allowed to go to public school. Court documents state that Austin Metcalf was also suspended after he and another student were talking about bringing a gun to school the following day. That should have been it. And that was in 2023. That should have been game, set, match. You know why Austin Metcalf should still be alive today? Because he should be in jail. That's why. Straight up. He should be alive today because he shouldn't have been allowed to be in regular ass school.
See that sentence right there that you got posted? That's what's called intent. It don't matter what happens from that moment past. Once this right here came out, you now have intent. If you put this out and then you went to a school and pushed somebody, guess what? You have intent to harm somebody. Because this came out, he is a walking felony.
And then you have dumbass motherfuckers like Charleston White who's gonna call Austin Metcalf a watermelon fella. Now, forgive me.
I want to hear all those people that decided to talk like that now. I want to hear what they got to say now.
You're not. Bro, you're not. You're not going to hear none of that. Because people, oh, there's an echo.
It's me. I put it on the smartwatch. Let me take it off.
Okay. Because people will bloviate when they think they got it right. Ain't that right? Yeah.
Let me see here. Disconnected.
I can listen to myself talk all day.
There we go.
Okay. All right. You're not gonna hear people. That's better. You're not gonna hear people. You're not gonna hear Nancy Grace. You're not gonna hear Officer Tatum with his bitch ass. You're not gonna hear, and I don't say that because he's an officer. I say that because he's one of those bought and paid Negroes who get paid to talk down on black people. You're not going to hear that from Fox News. You're not going to hear it from CBS or MSNBC because people, it's like your case, D. People will bloviate when they think they right.
Exactly.
But when they wrong, they silent as church mice.
Oh, they're not gonna print anything.
Dwayne, the first thing I did when I came on here and I started talking about this, I said when we talked about this a couple of months ago, we both said we cannot defend the actions that Carmelo Anthony did. And I said, based on this new evidence that just came out yesterday, I apologize. Because yes, the fuck I can. I don't agree with it at all. I didn't want things shouldn't have went down that way, but we were talking about a person with a track record of being a troublemaker, a menace to society, who was painted as an angel while you have a black teenager painted as a murderer. And on that, I'm big enough to where I can say I'm sorry, because I think Carmelo Anthony should be set free today. But you're not going to hear all of the people on mainstream media, even on mainstream YouTube, who was talking shit, just leaving this kid for dead on the side of the road. You won't hear about it because people love to run their mouth when they think they're right. But too few people are willing to own it when they were wrong.
Let's see, that's again, this world, accountability. Now, as far as my standpoint on Carmelo Anthony originally, again, I still stand by it. No, he's not a murderer. He's not the monster people have painted him out to be.
Mm-hmm.
He is an intelligent child, graduated with honors. Did he make a mistake? Yeah. He made a mistake. We all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes.
Yes. And B, you got nothing to apologize for. You didn't sentence this man. You didn't convict him.
You're right.
None of us did. We went off of what evidence we had. Now that we see the light, and of course, the truth will always come out.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see what really went on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to say something, but I'm trying to be a Christian.
Hey, man. Hey, look, man. I'm a Christian. I am.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian born again. But you know what? I'm talking. I'm just being honest. You don't have to hold back. You don't have to hold back for us, D. Say what's on your mind. That's what I encourage on this show. Say what's on your mind, dude.
Father, forgive me for this. Carmelo took care of a problem in the world.
Dog. You said something before I wanted to say something. Heavenly Father, you guys, I'm not lying. I said this to myself before I set this live up, and I was just listening to the information. I said, I don't know if I should say this or not, because I don't want to seem like I'm condoning violence. But for all intents and purposes, Carmelo Anthony did the world a favor.
And let's see if that will be what people see now.
Mm-hmm.
I know it won't be.
No, but I'm gonna be honest with you, D. That's gonna come 50-50, man. Because for those people, for those people who are strictly Black Lives Matter, and I'm not on, like, look, my thing with Black Lives Matter is Black lives need to matter to Black people first. Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't need to only matter when somebody from another race does something to us. It needs to matter to Black people first. But I'm gonna be honest with you, where they need to point the Black Lives Matter signs at is the judicial system, the courtroom, the judges. That's where Black lives need to matter. So I really think it's going to be a 50-50, because there were just as many people who were saying they believe he was over sentenced. They believe the case didn't make sense, but they didn't have a leg to stand on because there was no evidence. Now they do. So I believe, D, you're going to see a lot of people saying, oh, no. There are a lot of people that's going to come out and say, against popular opinion, Carmelo Anthony may have done people a favor. Because you had literally two psychopaths walking your schools. And it's not like, again, there hasn't been any incident of Carmelo Anthony demonstrating this type of behavior. For all intents and purposes, this was a one-off. That's a hell of a one-off, but that's a one-off.
It was.
These boys have a track record spanning 7 years, spanning back to when they were in elementary school. And it did not get better. It only got worse. So, Dwayne, the Father, Heavenly Father's already forgiven you. He's forgiven me too.
And that's what I love about it. We have faith in our King up there. I love it.
Yeah.
And I will continue to serve him. But the truth, oh man, the truth needed to come out. And I'm so happy it's finally coming out. Because Carmelo needs to be home.
It's that old phrase, D, in Hampton, and I believe that this is going to apply to Carmelo Anthony more than I've ever seen to anybody before. The truth shall set you free.
Exactly.
And I truly believe that.
What all that needs to happen this time around, regardless, and I think it will happen this time around. He doesn't have that nonsense lawyer he did the first time. He needs to take the stand, and he needs to tell his story.
And don't you find it ironic, Dwayne, that in the first case they would not allow Hunter Metcalf to take the stand? Well, why do you think that is now?
Well, let me see. The truth might have come out then. They didn't need that. No, they didn't need that.
But you know what? But see, it was something that you just underlined, which would make me be skeptical to say the truth would have come out then, because you said Carmelo's lawyer was pretty much sold him up the river.
He did. That's what people need to understand. Pro bono attorneys, court-appointed attorneys, they do not represent you. They
talk
move.
About this. So, please educate again my chat on this, my audience, please.
Court-appointed attorneys are not there to represent you. They are there to move the caseload around so that the courts does not get overloaded. That is it. If there were no pro bono attorneys, that means judges would be overworked right now. That is it. The problem with pro bono attorneys is if you commit a crime and they come to represent you, they're not going to know your name. They're not going to know your name. They're going to get you. You may be looking at. Let's look at Carmelo Anthony's situation. You're looking at murder. You're looking at murder. Okay, first degree. He didn't do anything wrong. Well, I can get you down to second degree murder. That's a win to those attorneys. That don't mean nothing for you. It don't. People need to stop. People need to stop looking at free pro bono attorneys like I got something now. No, you got nothing. You have nothing.
Oh my goodness.
And then we got to talk. And we got to talk about the jury selection. What we talked about earlier, B.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Let's talk about that.
All right.
Please,
so
because I was trying to explain that, and I couldn't explain it the way that you can explain it. Please.
So the way the jury selection works. All right. Looking back at this case, defense picks 12 people. Prosecution picks 12 people. All right. Those 24 are then separated from everybody. They're brought to the courts. The courts ask these people a set of questions to make sure they can do this without either being affected psychologically because they may have had family or they witnessed a crime that has happened. They don't like firearms in the situation or weapons. They're not racist. They got to make sure they have not seen this trial, blah, 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 blah. They have to be impartial. Okay. From that, 6 from one side gets picked. 6 from another side gets picked. People are saying that there was no black people on the jury. That is not the court's fault. That is because the black people that saw this, that were on the jury, decided, no, I do not want to take part in this. You can't force somebody. So it was not a race situation. None of this was about race. Even the selection of the jury.
Now, as you say that, I have a curious question. Listening to that explanation again, black people not wanting to take part in this case. Now, do you think that possibly it could have been an intimidation factor of why black people said, I don't want no part of this case?
Nope. I think it's because the black people do not want to be put on a spot of, we're going to put another one of our own in jail for life.
Okay.
And now look at it now, looking back. They didn't have everything.
Right.
Now we have all this out.
Right. And that's why I wanted to show you, some people, that's why I wanted to show these comments, these documents that I were talking about, as opposed to just reading them off, because anybody can get on here and say, well, you can't, we don't see these documents. So Brandon, you could just be making this shit up. That's why I wanted to show you this stuff. So you and Hampton and everybody else watching can see that no. I'm not trying to stir up shit. This shit, literally, all this information just came out 24 hours ago.
Well, here's the thing. any information that happens in the judicial system throughout the country is public knowledge.
Yeah, it's public information. Anybody can go find it.
You can find it on the internet.
Yeah.
Yep.
But see, people who are pro Carmelo Anthony, okay, people who are anti Carmelo Anthony, they're not going to go find this.
Of course not. No, because they don't want to be shown as wrong.
Exactly. Let me ask you a favor, Dwayne. Can you be my lead when we have topics about real stuff where you were talking about court cases and whatnot? Can you be our legal expert for the show?
I'll try my best.
Hey, no, because you're doing great. No, Hampton, has he not educated you?
No, he has. It's like our legal consult.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like the DNR. I did not know in the state of Virginia that they could do that after your time has been served. That is that's new.
Yeah, we had one. This was back when I was still working in jail. Guy, psychologically certified, just a psychopath.
Okay.
Had a situation happen on day shift. Asked the deputy for a blue note. This guy watches deputies to see who's not on their game. He picked out the one that doesn't fight. He waited till this deputy got inside the pod and obliterated this poor guy. I mean, a bloody mess. A military vet that now, for the rest of his life, deals with PTSD because of what this psychopath did. Yeah. You want to know what they did? They shipped him out to what's called Marion, Virginia.
Okay.
There is a system out there. It's called a facility for the criminally insane. When you go there, you don't come back.
Damn. Oh. Wow.
If you do come back, you're not the same.
They fucking Men in Black your ass.
Yes.
And I have seen prisons and facilities that will literally give you nightmares.
Jesus.
And they exist in this country. They're everywhere.
You see that escape plan shit, that Sylvester Stallone movie Escape Plan, that shit is real.
Yes.
So they really probably do have prison facilities that are underwater.
There is one sitting out in the middle of the water right now, and it's not Alcatraz. I heard about it the other day, and I haven't even researched it, but when they told me about it, I said, you got to be kidding me.
Wow.
We got one in the country right now. It's called Florence, the ADX in Florence, Colorado. That is where the worst of the worst are being held forever. Your terrorist bombers, they're there. Your snipers, your DC snipers, they are there.
Wow.
The worst of the worst are sitting in a above ground tomb in a desert. And it is the most high-tech prison in the country. They literally call it the Alcatraz of the United States.
There's a desert in Colorado?
Oh, yeah. Look, put it up on Google Maps on your phone when you get time. Colorado ADX, Adult Detention Center. It will pull it up on yep, and pull it up on Google Maps and you will see it. There is nothing but that.
You said on Google Maps?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up now. Colorado ADX. I hope the feds ain't tracking my phone. I'm just fucking.
The feds are tracking everything. They see it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Colorado ADX. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You see it?
Hell yeah, I see it. Florence, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's literally all that's fucking there. Yo, look at this, y'all.
There is nowhere to run.
That's it.
Now, we have it just as bad in Virginia. Wallens Ridge, Red Onion, Level 6 Supermax. They sit inside of a crater on top of a mountain. There is nowhere to run. So this would be education for all those people that think that it's fun to go do some time in DOC.
Say it again, D. Say it again.
This is for all those people that think it's fun to go do time in the Department of Corrections. Okay.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. My goodness. And where's this place in Virginia?
Wallens Ridge? Oh, it's in one of your sundown towns.
Oh Lord. Okay. I got you.
And so is Red Onion.
Mm.
Go ahead and be a colored brother and end up out there.
Mm.
We had I've heard stories from some of our experienced people that are still there in the, at the sheriff's office. One of them took an African American out there to to Red Onion. Big, huge corn-fed guys come out of a mist. This was early in the morning when they got there. Took the restraints off. They opened the door first. They opened the door to the car. And if I remember correctly, they literally drugged the guy out of the car. Grabbed him like he was nothing, drug him out, took the restraints off, threw it at our deputies. And they said, you ain't got to throw this at. They said, yeah, I don't care. They said, get your stuff and leave this place. Told other law enforcement that. So everybody that thinks it's fun to go do time, go ahead. You can see what real is.
Let me put this in the street terms, Dwayne. Fuck around and find out.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And for all that, and for all of them to think that, well, there's no cameras, well, they do it on camera. They've done it on camera. Years ago, I've taken 20 to what's a place called Pocahontas Correctional. This is 6 hours one way in the mountains. They beat the brakes off of one of our inmates because he decided he wanted to mouth off while in restraints.
Off.
Because he wanted to mouth off. He wanted to talk smart.
Oh,
okay.
There were 4 or 5 officers out there. The lieutenant was the smallest guy there, and he was 6'4", 6'5".
that's the smallest dude.
He was the smallest guy there.
They got a fucking basketball team. Well, golly.
These are corn-fed people sitting out there working in these DOCs, man. These guys flip buses for fun. When I say they beat the brakes off of this guy, and then they walked him into the pod where he was going to be, and all of them went in the cell with him when they changed his clothes, just in case he wanted to try again. They don't care if it's on camera.
Well, no, because if you're sitting the worst of the worst there, why would you care?
Exactly. The world doesn't see this stuff, man.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Certain segments of population need to see this stuff. Like the Metcalf boys need to see that. They needed to see that.
Yeah.
There are people in all walks of life. I'm not just gonna sit here and say, well, people in the black community. Hell no. People in all walks of life.
Yes.
Who think that they the shit, who think they can't be touched, who are privileged and know that they can get away with it. They need to see that stuff. Not this, I mean, shit. What you're telling me, remember the show Scared Straight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing.
That ain't shit.
That's under control.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. That makes Scared Straight look like a fucking nursery rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
But I all jokes aside, I think that there's some youth out there who need to see that shit. The youth who live a good life, who live a good life, go to a good school, live in a good neighborhood. Fuck, even if you live in the hood, understand that there's a way out. There's a way out if you know keep yourself straight and you bust your ass. There's a way out. People, spoiled, rich ass, brat ass suburban kids who think dad can get me out of anything because they know people who know people need to see that shit and be like, okay, you want to fuck around and find out? This is where you could end up. And this is how they do shit. That shit just ain't in a Marvel movie. That shit just ain't in a Sylvester Stallone movie. This shit out here is real. You think it's a fucking game?
Exactly.
Wow. That's wild, man.
And I got another experience. I took a guy back to Wallens Ridge. He was begging me not to take him back.
Wallens Ridge, where is that?
So that's where's my other phone? That's one of those sundown locations.
Oh, Lord, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one of those towns like nigga keep running Mississippi. I got you. Yeah.
Orange Ridge. 3. Yep. Over 6 hours one way. That's in the mountains. It sits inside of a crater on top of a mountain just south of Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
I see what I say. This is in Virginia?
Yep. It's in Virginia. We took a guy back. He thought he got away. He threw hot water in the deputy's face. We brought him back, picked up 5 more years to serve with the 13 he was already serving. When I say I brought him back to an above ground bunker, there was not a window in this concrete building that he was being housed. When I walked in, I saw the dogs. They keep the hoods on the dogs so they don't see people. Apparently they bite everybody. They keep the chrome fittings on the canines of the dogs. Those dogs were my height. I'm 5'8".
Oh, they got great. So they got Great Danes out there.
These guys, those things are huge. When we walked in, there were 3 lines in the concrete: green, yellow, red. Right above us is a catwalk. That's where the officers with the rifles walk when they're moving inmates on the ground below. He walked in and asked them if he can get his property. They said nope. And he asked if they were still on lockdown. They said, yep, we got him back there at 5:30. They were on lockdown since 8:30 in the morning for a shakedown. I don't understand what people see about going to jail and having somebody tell them when you can eat, when you can sleep, when you go to bed, when you wake up, when you go take a shower.
Nah.
That's not the life.
Hell no, it's not. Hell no, it's not. And the people who think it is, that's just ignorance. And unfortunately, we've been in a society, and this ain't new. This has been going on for the last 30 fucking years. We've been in a society where, unfortunately, our people glorify going to prison. They may glorify going to prison. I guarantee you, if they go to that prison, they ain't gonna glorify that shit.
Man, you know how many inmates I've picked up, still repeat offenders, but they go out there and they come back timid. And you can see it. It's like something happened to him. Mm-hmm. We know because we know where you went.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness gracious. That's wild, man. That is amazing. That's wild. Yeah, so the message of the day is stay out of jail.
That's it. Yeah, that's it, man. Stay
the fuck out of jail, man. Stay the fuck out of jail. And my message to the youth, no matter what your ethnicity is, you think that it's okay to bully, belittle, and just be a bad person and think that you're gonna, that it's gonna be all and forgiven just because you're a juvenile. Nah. My message to the youth is, my first message to the youth was strictly to youth who think it's okay to just walk around and think you can do anything to anybody, in particular black kids, just because whatever's emboldening you, whether it's an administration, whatever. I'm not endorsing the violence, but I'm gonna keep saying you fuck around and find out. You fuck around and find out, because people nowadays unfortunately, the youth nowadays are getting crazier. Unfortunately, they're getting crazier.
Yeah, they are.
They're seeing stuff on social media and they're thinking that that's the thing to do because it gets some likes, it gets some clout. That ain't real life. You understand this? Social media is not real life. Okay? Social media is not real life. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, that ain't real life. Even the videos you see. Those are shorts. One small moment in time. That's it. Keep your hands, keep your feet to your motherfucking self. Live to see another day. Because people don't understand how precious life is until it ain't here no more. Or until you're sitting in the bed fighting for your life. Parents, I don't give a damn if you live in a million or 7, 8 figure home. You need to worry about investing in your kid's life more than investing in the fucking stock market or investing in anything else that's not your kid's life.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what the hell your kids are doing. Pay attention to that phone. Pay attention to that tablet. Pay attention to that TV. Pay attention to what them teachers is telling you. Pay attention to what them administrators are telling you. Parents nowadays are too stuck in their own fucking life because half of them are still out here trying to act like YNs, that they ain't paying attention to their kids. And then when their kids do something fucked up, they were like, oh, I had no idea. You had no idea because you chose not to. Because how many parents are out there where they're living lives where, oh, they say they love their kids. They say they do this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's all about them.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's all about them. How many parents are out there like that? Black, white, whatever. They're out there. They exist. Especially, they are more social media crackheads than the fucking teenagers. Because the social media, the clicks and likes, makes them feel young again. Makes them feel relevant in a way that they never felt when they was teenagers. Meanwhile, you have kids that depend on you who you claim to love, but your actions show different. Talk is cheap. That's my message to the parents. You may make a great salary. You may have your kid living in a great home. You may have them involved in X, Y, and Z activities. Are you there for them? Can you talk to them? Can you relate to them? Does what you say resonate to them? Pay attention to that goddamn phone. Pay attention to that laptop. Pay attention to that desktop. Pay attention to that schoolwork. You want to use technology for anything good? In Henrico County, we got something called Parent Square. We got something called Power School. We even got Edulog where you can keep up where the motherfucking bus is coming. Pay attention to all that shit. And just because you pay attention to that doesn't mean that you don't need to pay attention to them face to face. Because again, we got some ain't shit parents out here. We got some punk ass parents out here who think they doing the right thing just because they can make a good fucking speech or spend money on this, that, and the third, but really not invested because they worrying about their own shit. Because they more worried about them. What the fuck they doing? I know too many of them. I've seen too many of them. They out here. They out here. Bernie Mac said on Kings of Comedy back in the year 2000, we some pussy ass parents because we don't do X, Y, and Z. That was before social media. And a father like Austin Metcalf is going to sit there and say, oh, it's disappointing to me as a father to find out all this information. When you knew, when your son said on the video, he would slap the shit out of you and you wouldn't do shit. You knew. But you was worried about I don't nah, bruh. No. You failed as a parent. And there are too many parents out there that's failing because they're too worried about their own shit. If you have a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, whatever, that makes it seem less important, that makes it seem more important on you going out and acting a fool instead of being there with your children, then they ain't your fucking people. They fucked up too. And make no mistake about it. Oh, it ain't the dad. It ain't just the daddies. Oh, no. Remember, Hampton, we came up on some data last week that totally negates that shit. It ain't the dad. It ain't the black daddies. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Not even close. Not even close. These two kids are dangers to society. And part of that is because the overseers at home failed them. The overseers at school failed them. They failed them by not protecting them from not only themselves, but from protecting other people from them. They failed them. And now they want to act like a bunch of fucking Karens. They're like, well, we didn't know. Kiss my black ass. So that's my message. Nah, this wasn't the most funniest Sports Plus Life talking ish, but some shows are just necessary. Some topics are just necessary. I'm a black father. I got a black son. I got a son in a system, in a state where it's set up for him to fail. I have a daughter in a society where being ratchet has now become fashionable. You think I'm gonna sit there and let that shit fly? Even if I have to do that shit by my fucking self, I will do that shit by myself. Just to make sure that they good. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. So with that being said, it's almost 10:30. I am kid free this weekend. And I am about to go outside. I mean, look, I'm not saying this to sound like a flaming fucking hypocrite, because absolutely I'm not. I get my kids back on Wednesday. I'm kid free. I have 2 days until the school year starts back up again, so I am going to enjoy myself tonight. Mm-hmm. But everything that I just said, I mean that to the upteenth degree. And again, I'm going to say this again. Carmelo Anthony should be released today. Today. Even if it's just on house arrest until the new trial, he does not need to be sitting in a prison cell for another second longer. I'll give you guys final comments. Hampton, you go up first.
My first thing, first and foremost, I will say is, as someone who does work with kids, parents, a lot of what your kids are going through, a lot of what they will go through, it is on you. Make sure you're looking out for your kids. Make sure you in their lives, be invested, keep them on the right page. If they get off the wrong page, they're supposed to make mistakes, but you need to be there to correct them, help guide them, help change them, make them better. This entire situation is getting blown out of proportion, and the media getting involved, social media, regular media, like, they are going to do whatever it takes to just make the situation worse. So honestly, please worry about yourself. Don't be worried about being ignorant. That stuff is just, like, I'm so disappointed with this whole situation. I can't. So
Dwayne?
I'm not a parent, but parents, raise your children so that they don't have to see somebody in uniform every day when they wake up and hear a loud concrete door close when they go to sleep. This is not the world that it's supposed to be. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse.
And I have one more message for society as a whole, and I'm talking about lawmakers. We need to bring back and encourage disciplining the kids. I'm not talking about beatings, child abuse, but I am talking about spanking.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. As an '80s baby, one thing I will tell you, and the CPS shit got popular when I was a kid in the '90s. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I will say, as an '80s babies who took some ass whoopings, pain will give you a reminder of what the fuck not to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, unfortunately, has been taken away. And that needs to return with a vengeance.
Yes.
Because it's one thing, it's amazing, because I heard the elders say in the 90s, your generation of kids ain't this, that, and the third. And now I'm that motherfucker now who's saying y'all generation of kids ain't this, that, and the third. And it's way worse now.
Yep.
Do you know I want to say Denise sent this to me. It was a video. This was about a couple of weeks ago. of a woman in Virginia. I can't think of the town, but it was a 70-year-old grandmother who spanked her child with a switch, and they arrested her. Hot Springs, Virginia, and they arrested her because the grandchild was popping off at the mouth, and she disciplined her. And after she got released, you know what she said to the news? I'll do it again. And I'm like, you motherfucking right, you do it again, Grandma. She ain't have no teeth in her goddamn mouth neither. And I was like, you motherfucking right, Grandma. That is what we are lacking. That is what we are lacking. They want to tell us that we can't discipline our kids, send them into the system, which costs money, when a parent can discipline their kids for free. So, that being said, we about to step outside. Come on, Hampton. Come on, boy. Come on over here, boy. Hey, D, we're going to be safe. I promise you, man. I'm not driving.
That's cool, man. I love you guys, man.
Hey, man, I love you too, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hit you up tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I got a funeral tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anybody else?
Walter, guy I went to school with. You went to school with too, Walter.
Walter who?
What's that? He was very soft spoken.
You ain't talking about Walter Robinson, are you?
Yeah. His
he died?
No. His dad. His dad passed.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I was going to say, hold up. Dwayne, don't do that.
No.
Yes, I do know that Walter lost his father. Okay.
Yeah, and
yes,
mom.
Yes.
Yep. So his mom and his mom, we were very close. I believe they worked together in the school. So
Lomar. Yeah, you heard about that too. Okay.
Yeah, and they supported my nieces and nephews and gave them a bunch of stuff when they were growing up. So yeah, I was like, their thing is tomorrow. So okay, I'm gonna pick you up. And they said, she said, Dad might want to go too. I said, that's cool. We'll all go.
Okay. Well, definitely send my condolences, because I've always been, me and Walter was always cool, because we did a play together. We did the Year of Good Man, Charlie Brown. Okay, Dwayne, you scared the fuck out of me. I thought you were talking about Walter. I saw Walter's Facebook post. Jesus, no, I'm serious.
I was trying to get his last name. I was like, Ali.
No, I know, bro. I was going to say, hold up, all right, because Walter comes on here and says what's up on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Love you, cousin. I will hit you up tomorrow. I'll hit you up tomorrow during the late evening.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. All right, Hampton. Come on. Might as well.
All right.
Well, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. This has been a deep show. I knew it was going to indeed be that, but we out this bit. Peace. Love you guys.
Peace.
I will see you guys on Monday, which will be the first day of school. Take your ass to school. Take your ass to school. Elementary, middle, and high school. Take your ass to school. I gotta go to work. Guess what? You gotta take your ass to school. Ow!